Ever wonder who Jesus really is? What is he like as a God, as a father, and as a friend? Does the church and man really teach us who he really is? Now is our chance to know him. Join me today as we continue to read his messages through Mandy and with her husband G and her testimony as Jesus shows us the supernatural. So this is a repost from June 13, part 5. God's physical calendar is 5-5. God's spiritual calendar is 9-5. Make sure you see the other parts because this is the continuance of the long process story and the wineskin process. So God created us together with our kingdom partners in the heavens before the earthly realms. And because you become one with your soulmate, I could feel my lungs coming out of my chest like I was transferring them to G the night I was surrendering everything over to him, asking God for his new lungs. It was so supernatural, and every single time the group would cleanse and purge, G would start feeling better in his lungs. And I had a dream about this as well, where G was talking about his lungs and people purging in the group. And then all of a sudden, they got better and it was finished finally. So let's just say it's been a very long road. And the time where he didn't take his medicine, it is because the medicine stopped working. It was all supernatural. But thankfully, Jesus is cloaking his lungs right now while he is waiting on his glorious body, and he feels amazing. He hasn't been able to breathe very well for so long. This entire experience has been going on for a while now, and it has all been Jesus. But it was all for all of his will, and I know our mission in the hospital isn't over yet. Because when we change into our glorious bodies, we will go back and let them know that Jesus healed G. So those are just some of the supernatural things that Jesus has shown us in this group. But he has shown us so much more. And that's why it is so important to go through the wineskin process. Because we have trauma inside of us that we didn't even know was still there. He shows us the supernatural all the time in this group, and it all has to do with his will and his glory. And the fact that we all have true reverence for Jesus and we love Jesus is why. And it also has to do with childlike faith and our love for Jesus because we've been following his will through our obedience and faith and completing the wineskin process. So now he is using us all for his glory, but he is going to use all of us, and he has blessings for all of us. Once people complete the wineskin process, and that is all after salvation. So this is Jesus speaking. But after salvation, we need to start the process of activating that heart of flesh by my heart that is inside of you. And it becomes inside of you when I have put it inside of you. After you have truly believed in me and realized that I have finished every single thing on the cross. And once you are finished with this process, the next process becomes the wineskin process. And that is the process of removing the darkness that was put inside all of my people from the very beginning through the mockery of Adam and Eve, and you will learn more about that later. And again, I say, this is your Father speaking, Yeshua HaMashiach. I come in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and I rose on the third day. I am speaking through my prophets Mandy and G, my very first Adam and Eve from the original creation. And because these are the chosen prophets that I have chosen to start off my end times to speak my words in this message and all of the future messages that your Father will be releasing through them and all of my chosen people. And when you complete my 2 steps of true salvation and the wineskin process, then all of you will be chosen too. So Mandy and G and my group of 12 that I have put together and designed for the end times, I will be giving all of them instructions soon because I also have more in store for them before we all go to the different islands because with your Father, Yeshua HaMashiach, there is always more. And once you understand my true character, you will see why there is always more. When it comes to open up the floodgates of heaven to bring my blessings down. So I am about to deliver all of my truth while using my people, and they're going to explain what I have been teaching all of them. And they are also going to show you who my true character is and how much I truly love all of my children. Excuse me. So this post is going to promote the upcoming videos from my chosen 12 to show you what my group of 12 that I have put together for the end times has been true and how much they have given up for me while completing the wineskin process. And when they all change into their glorious bodies, I am going to have them tell their story and have them to show you their journey and how much how much they have all changed spiritually and physically from what they used to look like and act like before they all chose me. I was leading their walk and guiding their steps. I chose them because they chose me to follow me and pick up their cross. So because they have all stepped into their will that I have for them, just like your Father has a perfect will for all of his children, and he is waiting for them to truly bend their hearts to want my will over their own. And when they do that, professing from their lips with their hearts, as they have chosen me, I have now chosen them and taught them my true teachings from heaven. Because I am everyone's Father, and you are all part of my original creation from the very beginning. And you are all a part of my order of creation. And your Father has many blessings for all of his children who have picked up their cross and who have followed me, wanting my will over their own, and who have truly laid down their lives, always choosing me first and wanting the will that I have for them. And that is the process that my group of 12, they have all gone through, putting me first no matter what I have asked of them, and always recognize my voice knowing that I was speaking. You see, your Father knows the ones who are doubting in their hearts and not truly believing. If I am speaking all of these truths, so I reward the people first who have believed without seeing. And then when you finally see the truth, I will reward you also, because I am a God of grace and love and forgiveness, and I have already forgiven all of you for everything. So now, when you know and see the supernatural, you will see that I have been using them for my glory and my will, and that I have been speaking this entire time. And then you will finally believe that I have been speaking. I want you to come to my feet and forgive yourselves because I have already forgiven you. See part 6 for more. Talk to Jesus today and come as you are. He is waiting with an open arms because he loves you. I claim that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. He is God because they are one in spirits. He came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross and rose on the third day. Have a blessed day. See you tomorrow. Love you. I love you in Christ.